Hello, I'm Vicky, a director in China with East West Associates. Here I'm with my colleague Jay, also a director from East West Associates. Here we are talking with you today about integrity training and why it is important to you when you are considering integrity training. We're going to cover three important items on integrity training. Item one, why integrity training? It defines what is not ethical behavior in a relationship-based society. Item two, it sets expectations for ethical behavior. Item three, it deputizes all employees to be aware of and address unethical behavior. Now let me have my colleague Jay to give you a short definition of what integrity training is.
Thank you, Vicki. I'm going to give you an example. Lawyers who are typically consulted on ethics training generally suggest that in China, one needs to ensure that the paperwork and documentation is done. The conflict of interest documents are signed, non-competes are signed, FCPA is reviewed, trademarks are registered, and so forth and so on. And of course, they always focus, when you talk about integrity training, they always focus on Corrupt Practices Act. You have to document and have people sign their non-competes. That's all necessary. None of these really meets the real need. Contract documents are reactive and may apply only after the damage is done. Take, for instance, intellectual property. Once it's stolen, it's stolen. So in China, in my experience, and I think Vicki will agree, you have to be proactive. You have to prevent unethical behavior from developing. So you need to set the expectations with integrity training and let people know what the consequences are. I can share with you how this program was developed. And we've been doing a lot of integrity training recently in China. We had a client come to us and said, I was in another Southeast Asia country, and it was an experience that we did have a lot of training, but it was all below the surface. Now, in this particular case, they came to us and said, I don't know what's going on in China, and actually brainstormed with our client and said, well, why don't we develop a program that defines what ethical behavior is, particularly in an environment where personal relationships are critical, and define a program that sets out the expectations for ethical behavior, what is ethical behavior, and what are the consequences if you don't abide by certain ethical behaviors.
Here's my story. Our client has not only manufacturing in China, but also having a sales team to develop China market. It was an alert to executive team that their salesperson left job was increasing. Our client conducted an interview audit and survey and surprisingly found dishonest behavior in the teams. The legal person was involved to unfold cases and pursue the truth. The salesperson used advantage to receive kickbacks and bribe customers. Apparently, some employees suspected their behavior. Unfortunately, no one raised their concerns and reported to executives.
Thank you, Vicki. So just to reiterate why it's important to have integrity training. It defines what is and what is not ethical behavior. It sets the expectations for ethical behavior. And really more importantly, it really deputizes everyone to look out for unethical behavior and bring it to management's attention if necessary. It really improves the environment, the work environment, putting everybody on an equal footing. So thank you for watching our video. And if Vicki and I can help you in any way, please don't hesitate to contact